sunk an enemy destroyer.
Hey team, this is Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. I got a fun video with two ships that are very interesting, unique in their sense, which is the Daring and the Z-42, which is the quick smoke destroyer line, or destroyer rolls, that is, with these quick British kind of style smokes. And I believe the Daring and the Z-42, and maybe there might be one other one. I can't think of it right now, but if you guys let me know, what other ship is in tier 10 and above that has this quick smoke generator. But as always, before we begin, like, subscribe, button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. If you like what we're doing here, let us know in the comments and sharing the video and just watching and enjoying. As always, thank you guys. And if you see me out there, say hello. All right, let's get right to it. So actually, the reason why I'm doing these videos is because for some reason the other day I was just, driving along, and first it popped in my mind about the Conga Line torpedoes. And in my mind is like, wow, wouldn't that be cool if I could get, just a massive set of just torpedoes going in a straight line, which the single launch torpedoes do. The single launch torpedo launcher is the Daring class, the British style destroyer, Minotaur, things of that nature that do that. And I was like, man, wouldn't it be awesome if I could just get like 10 just right in a row, go boom, 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 right into a ship. And man, this video actually displays it off. And it's just by happen chance luck that I just ran into a match like that. But it is so interesting and so unique and fun. But as always, we always talk about tactics and techniques for destroyer gameplay here. And I'm always talking about it. So we'll take a look at Daring first because it's the Conga Line torpedo. And then we'll take a look at Z-42 and how they are actually panning out these days, and kind of how I use it in playstyle. I have a new build with the Daring here, which is more focused on survivability. As you can see, 25,550 HP. And of course, we have improved AP as well. This is kind of my favorite destroyer, the Druid. The Druid has the British style AP that's phenomenal. The guns are way faster than Darings, going out of the barrel at 900 plus meters per second. Notice these guns only go 746. However, it does not stop you from dishing out hate, which is about 2258 damage per shell, and it's actually not bad when you see it in action. And the Daring is actually a pretty, you cannot let the British destroyers go unfeathered with and take them for granted for the AP. Now watch this line of torpedoes here. I single launched those torpedoes, kind of like anticipating where the Jinan would be, and just take a look at where it's going to go. And this is exactly why I never sit in smoke, because why? It's a torpedo magnet. Boom. Splash one. Only two torpedoes hit. You can see I just checked right there. Jinan, you're just stuck in that smoke. And now we're going to support our destroyer. Again, what I've always said is if you eliminate destroyers, you increase your chances of survival. But if you leave them alive, you're going to decrease your chances of survival and winning the game. I'm going to support my Tromp here and then just help him cap, because 2 destroyers in a cap really keep that from, instead of a minute taking it to cap, it takes about half the time. So you can see we're already taking it over real fast. The name of the game is capturing points, scoring points for your team. And of course, as a destroyer, you're going to go out there and not only hunt the other destroyer, but you're going to spot for your team as well, because you can't hit what you can't see, right? So again, I always get complaints about that. Everybody's like, hey, why aren't you spotting? Why aren't you spotting? It's like, okay, then I'll go do it, because that's what a good destroyer player is supposed to do. All right, we're spotted here. So who is in front? Oh, there it is, the Daring. Now watch the guns on the... okay, let me pause right here. Here's a good one-on-one engagement when you're head-to-head right here in combat. It's almost like dogfighting, but pretty interesting right here. Now, I'm switching to AP because I noticed the AP is going to definitely do way more damage than the HE. It's got the improved pen angles of the British line destroyers and then great AP as well. Here's the other problem. Notice that my HE shells, look at the armor penetration capacity right there, as you see at the bottom. It's 19 millimeters. So if you didn't know this, and again, it took me a while to figure this out, HE may not work so much well on the gearing, because the gearing, as you can see, I'm going again there, gearing, in the center of this hole, go take a look at it if you don't believe me. In the center of this hole here, there is a 20 millimeter or 21 millimeter arm planer. I cannot remember, but it's higher than 19. Essentially, this little midsection right here basically bounces our shells, our HE shells, right? And the only way we can pen is with these small 113 millimeter guns is 19 millimeters, which is typically superstructure, right? However, the gearing is unique, is because it has a greater than 19 millimeters section of this armor, which shatters our shell. So if I don't hit it perfectly on the superstructure or in the front of the bow, I'm not pinning. So you know what? I go ahead and switch to AP right away. And let's take a look at this engagement right here. Look at the AP right there. 6 shells. Boom. 1,100 damage. Boom. Look at that. All that damage. He's getting massacred right now with that the AP. Look at that. One hit right there takes Oh man, I missed that one. That we had another game where, man, I was taking 2,200 damage off the gearings, and the gearing and the daring are kind of like cousins in the sense of they do the same kind of roles: gunboat, torpedo, smokes, everything. But the unique thing about the daring, it's got that improved AP angle. It's got the heals, which make it way more survivable. It makes you even more confident to go against a gearing. So I'm not afraid. I launch preemptive torpedoes into the area that's not covered by smoke, because I'm always assuming that gearing is going to run away from the smoke. Because most players that are pretty decent don't sit in the smoke. And I know the gearing, I'm going to assume he's not going to go in the smoke, so he's going to leave. So I'm going to try to maybe hit him with torpedoes on the outskirts of it as he's egressing the smoke. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and push in the smoke with my hydro running. So the only downside, the hydro is only detects 3 kilometers of ships away from me. So 3 kilometers, not as great as the Vampire 2, which is 5. Z-42 and the Zeds are up to 6. Z-57's out to 7 now. So not the greatest hydro. Man, if this had 5-kilometer hydro, we way overpowered. All right, so we're going to rush this smoke, okay? Because why? I'm going to really bully the gearing. Now, here's a lesson here. If you leave a destroyer to run amok along the flank, you're going to detriment your team so bad. It's going to literally cause them to all freak out, because for some reason, battleship and cruiser players have no idea what to do with a one lonely destroyer on the flank. I've noticed that. They just seem to freak out and just run away and have no idea. They just go dumb. So, you know what? As a good destroyer player, I'm going to help them out by hunting down the destroyer and giving them a nice free day without worrying about destroyers. And here you go. And notice I'm still firing the AP, and it's got very, very good angles. So look at that. I'm still hitting. I'm still taking chip damage. And look at that, 745. See, just even 1 or 2 shells can really damage and put a world of hurt in the gearing's day. All right, here we go. We are free of destroyers on our flank. And notice that the GK is AFK, I believe. It must have been... I was like, is this really happening? Like, am I really getting a nose-in GK perfectly lined up with me? And I'm like, you know what? Might as well. We're going to get the torpedo Conga Line going right here. And notice the guns right now are the 113mm, 19mm pen. They're perfect for starting fires. 8% chance of fires right here. As you can see, the daring starts a lot of fires. So I really do enjoy it. You're going to see that demonstrated in this game. It just loves, man, just lighting ships on fire. And it doesn't matter how much armor you have. Ships just cannot survive that much brute force damage right here. Or just fires in general. So let's see, there are the Conga Line torpedoes. Look at that, just perfectly lined up. Even if he started going backwards or forwards, it'd take a while to dodge these things. And holy cow, look at how wild that is right there. It's just like, wow, I had a dream or something about this. I was like, man, what if I could just get a perfect set of torpedoes just going right down the line into a GK? And holy crap, here we go. I just stopped firing just to enjoy this. Boom, 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 bam. Took 5 torpedo hits to take this thing out right there. Wow, that is incredible. It just felt so satisfying. Or there's something about that. I don't know. Anyways, Conga Line torpedoes, guys. Daring's pretty fun. Now, I wish they went out to 12 kilometers like the Vampire does, but 10 is just enough to just kind of scare people off. But man, oh man, is that fun. 3 kills so far, 124,000 damage, and we did 52,000 spotting damage. So you can see the power of a Daring going out front. And look at all the, man, the gunpowder of the Daring is nothing to gawk at either. 2.3 second reload. It's really, really awesome. Starting another fire right there, and he goes down. And that game is right there. That's the nature of World of Warships right now. Look at that. Total blowouts. And I have no idea what's going on here. It's just the way it is. Very, very passive, okay? But probably why everybody's leaving the game and going to other places. But I still enjoy it, so we'll do as much content as we can as we move forward. So there it is. The quick smokes are great when you just need to pop them. So I forgot to talk about that discussion. The quick smokes, they cool down really quickly. They don't last as long, but like I said, they're for more of those hit-and-run tactics. And as you can see, it plays very, very well for my playstyle. I like this hit-and-run, break, despotting, boom, gone, and then start proceeding on and then doing more damage down the road. So there you go. Here are the stats. Let's take a look at the Z-42, the German line with the quick smokes as well, because it's very unique for another kind of class to get it, and we'll take a look at it right here. All right, let's take a look at the game with the Z-42 here on the map. What is this map? Trap. Anyways, okay, why is this so much fun? I mean, it's the 6-kilometer hydro line. You know, basically you have a destroyer that really can just permanently spot a lot of destroyers and bully caps with the 6-kilometer hydro. Z-52 does it. Z-42 does it. Z-57 super ship of the Z-52 line coming out. 7-kilometer hydro, pretty awesome. Now, here's the unique thing we're talking about here. The consumable action time of the smoke is not long, 10 seconds. The smoke lasts 40 seconds to disperse, and then the cooldown is 64. So, and you get 6 of them. So this is why I like the hit and run tactics of the Daring, the Z-42 line, where it's short burst smoke generator. Pop it, boom, go undetected. Fire away, do much damage, and get out of there. You don't want to be lingering around 2-minute smokes because that's just a magnet for torpedoes, right? And that's exactly why I do enjoy the quick smoke line, and it's very, very, interesting gameplay because you're doing a lot of the hit and run tactics and everything. Notice I've got the RPF on the Z-42 to let me know where the nearest threat is in case I need to, pop this hydro. Now, our concealment 6.2? Yeah, 6.2 with the 6-kilometer hydro, which means as soon as I get spotted, I got to pop that hydro and drive into it, drive into the threat immediately right off the bat a little bit faster just to pop them and then pop my smoke. And that's kind of the gimmick. Now, the downside of the Z-42 is if you want to be a gunboat, you have no health or no, what's it called? Health, what is it called? Man, I am losing my thought right here. Health regen or whatever, heals. That's what it's called, heals. You don't have any heals. So if you're going to take damage, you're not going to have much in the long play game because in at least the Daring, if you take a hit or make a mistake, at least you have, healing damage. And that is the downside of the Z-42. You don't have any heals. So if you take damage, you're not going to last the majority of the game, and you got to really, really play conservative. Okay, I pop the hydro right away. As soon as I get spotted, I wait a few seconds, drive in, and boom, right off the bat, taking another gearing. But here's the power of the AP. The bread and butter of the Z-42 is also AP, and it does significant, amazing damage. Not the greatest of angles. It's still decent enough, but I believe Druid and Daring have the British style have way better angles. And you can see right there, there's the downside of the 6-kilometer hydro. Gearing runs away. Just all he has to do is kite away, which is exactly what you're supposed to do. Drive away, get out of dodge, and then live to fight another day, right? Now, here's the thing. Pop smoke. He goes undetected. You got to get out of the smoke because he's probably launching torpedoes right now. The cool thing is the hydro also spots torpedoes, so I have so much situational awareness with the Z-42, Z-52 line. It's really, really awesome. I basically bully the gearing out of the cap, so I know I can own this cap myself. Notice I'm not rushing too much. I'm just kind of slow rolling at 3/4 speed, just kind of figure out, hey, where's he at? What's he doing? Keeping my eye on the threat indicator. Where's the RPF pointing? Keep my guns facing that direction. And now I'm going to cap the spot right here, and that's what you're supposed to do as a good destroyer player. Notice I'm actually getting good support for my team. Why? Because they feel confident, because they have a Z-42 flanking and screening for the gearing. Because of that reason, the gearing can't just run amok and have his willy-nilly day, just taking it over an entire flank. And you notice that's why the gearing is playing a little bit differently here. Instead of being concealed the whole time and not being able to just torpedo at will and flank our team. Notice his team is in the back, and notice our team is pushing forward. Why? Because you have strong destroyer gameplay, and that always provides good confidence for your teammates to know, hey, we can push up. We're not going to be afraid of this gearing. And that's why I like the destroyer line so much. It does so many roles that you don't really notice it because you're spotting, you're capping, you're flanking, you're even deterring any kind of a destroyer push or flank. And that's why it's so damn powerful that you have to kill the destroyer on the enemy team. Otherwise, you'll run into situations like this where either the enemy team is just going to sit in the back, be passive, or run away. And that doesn't win games, honestly. And I don't know why people are playing this kind of way, because what's the point of playing then if you're just going to run away and not do anything? We're going to open up here on AP with the Zauer here, and we're just going to show you an example of what the power of AP can do, even against, cruisers and battleships. And notice that it does a wallop of damage. It's like the Hirogumo line for the Germans, and it's so freaking powerful. Notice we'll stop right here, slam on the brakes, and we'll even... Do we even need smoke right here? Nope, we take them out right there. Look at the power of AP from the Germans right there. So let's see here. We have the threat indicator showing that the Satsuma is the closest target. Probably gearing is running away for his life, and he's probably egressing the area. Notice that we've won this flank over here single-handedly with our Z-42. Everybody else, our friendlies are kind of pushing up. I don't know why. They're just so scared, terrified of one ship. 4 of them just don't want to move up. Again, that's why it's so passive nowadays. I hate it. So you know what? We're going to take the fight to the enemy. Look at the AP, what it's doing to this broadside Satsuma. So the power of AP is also dang powerful against battleships. And notice it can also do very, very well with HE. HE does well down. It doesn't get the Z-52 32mm pin because these are kind of small caliber guns, 105, so only get 26 millimeters, but 26 is still sufficient enough to penetrate a lot of the soft skin armor and also get the superstructure. Notice we perked main battery reload time for Lucian, so once you get over I believe it's 100 and... what is it, 140? Yeah, it might be 140 hits or 150 hits. I forgot. It's something along there. If you get 100 something hits, you basically perk that reload time. All right, so we're now pushing towards the gearing, I believe. The RPF is indicating he's somewhere over here. Not sure exactly where he's at. And again, notice the power of the quick smokes. Notice my smokes are on quick cooldown now. It's ready to go up again. So if I need it, I basically can, just call for it again. And I have no idea why this is doing this. Yeah, it looks like my mouse got stuck there. I was shooting too fast. All right, so now that we're at normal speed again, yeah, it starts fire. Yeah, it's just basic, HE damage. So there we get. Oh wow, we actually get a kill on the Satsuma. So pretty darn powerful guns for the Z-42. But again, the quick smokes are awesome. Like if I need it right now, I can slam on the brakes, go undetected, pop smoke, and I have a 6-kilometer hydro. I know there's no radar threat, so I pretty much own the destroyer gameplay right here because the Z-42, man, it is powerful. Like the Z-52, like the Zs, they are super, super darn powerful for that 6-kilometer hydro, man. It's almost, people keep saying it's borderline broken. I don't know. I mean, I've been blapped a lot in the Z-42 and caught in the open with the radar and everything, so it also is a downside because it forces you to play in closer to try to get that 6-kilometer hydro to work, but it puts you in a situation where you're going to expose your ship to a massive risk, and I think that's the downside about it because it forces you to want to use it, and then therefore risking your ship a lot of times. I've been caught in the open so many times. All right, here it is, Kunming. I used to like Kunming. It's not the greatest thing anymore. I think Yo Yang does a better job. The Kunming, man, it just struggles. It doesn't have the gunpowder that I would like. It's like a big version of the Summers. Okay, I think he's going to pop smoke here in a minute. Yeah, he popped smoke. So nobody's spotting for him. Wait. Oh, wait, he does have somebody spotting for him. It's the Utrecht, which is, I believe, the new Dutch airstrike cruisers here. So we're going to go ahead and switch to AP. Notice I slam on the brakes. Now, this thing doesn't slow down very well. I noticed that Z-42s are just... Man, the engines just don't work as great as a Daring does. So I like Daring because it can accelerate quickly, one of the fastest accelerating ships in the game, as well as it can stop on a dime and start again. So I like that, but the Z-42 is very, very slow, and boom, he gets splapped to Welcome to Montana. Way to go there. Ooh, Utrecht also bombs in Kunming. Yeah, a world of airstrikes these days, ladies and gentlemen. So very interesting, unique gameplay now. I mean, I don't know. All right, here we go. We've got Hull. Ooh, the Hull, my favorite destroyer. Let's see if we can take him out. Let's see what the HE can do on him. So it's going to be a little difficult here. The cool thing about this is we got more guns than he does. He only has 3 barrel guns. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double barrels. So we're dishing out 10 shells against his 3. So now I'm not going to take him for granted. Look at that, 2100 damage with HE. 2700 damage. Now he has a super heal, so we got to be careful. We cannot survive the long range. Ooh, here we go. Gearing. If I can take him out, forget the... All right, good job there, Utrecht. All right, so notice that we're going to shoot again. Now, he's way out of my Hydra range, so all I can do is pop smoke and let someone else spot for me, but not after doing a significant amount of damage right here. Look at this. Let's see if we can get the 3rd kill right here. Yep, he does not have a heal anymore. I think he's used it up, and I believe he's going to run aground. Yep, he ran aground. And look at that, 1,500 damage left, 13,800, 700 damage, and do we get the final kill? And boom, there it is, and we win the game. 3 kills, 90,000 damage. There it is, quick smoke. Again, it's very annoying. The quick smokes are awesome for the quick hit and run, go undetected, and just get your damage in, get out of dodge. So I really do enjoy the quick smoke destroyer line. It's pretty awesome. And we even did the Conga Line torpedoes for your enjoyment as well. There it is. There's the game right there for you guys. Yep, top 3 in the teams there, doing great work for our destroyer gameplay. Notice the games that are winning are the ones that had the good destroyer players on them that do exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So, as always, hope you guys enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, bell button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. The bills will be at the end of the video. And if you see me out there, say hello. Clan Battle season starts next week, so we'll hopefully have more videos there. All right, take care. Cheers.